I'm attempting to do a quick video before it's dinner time. Today I had my follow-up, the post-surgical appointment follow-up with my doctor, and it went really, really well. I'm really tired right now because we spent a lot of time kind of spending time outside the apartment. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I haven't been outside that much in a while. And we went down to Maker's Finders and had good breakfast. And then we went and tried to figure out what the outlet mall was like nearby. And we're like, nope, this is too stressful, too many people, and like left. And I kid you not, most of the people in that parking garage all had California license plates. We were like, okay, this is weird. And it felt too much like California, like not in a good sense, because there are good things, but like in a bad sense, because people were like really impatient and pushy and rude. And it was very crowded, and I was just like, nope, we don't need this. And my parents were like, nope, we don't need this, and we left. And we went to one of the Tokyo discounts here in town, which has imported Japanese goods, and I like to go there for snack food, but also because I'm a weeb. And they have some anime related merchandise. They did have a Cardcaptor Sakura Cloud Card backpacks that I really wanted, but I can't really do those that are the big ones, because even with my back being the way it is, once it's fully healed, it's just best that I try not to carry that much that way on the load there in the spine. So that's a thing. So I ended up getting a Cardcaptor Sakura keychain instead. But anyway, the spine doctor, I was so happy. So I have all my x-rays that I saw lining the walls when they wheeled me in and then put me on the table before they conked me out and opened me up. So I have all those x-rays now. My doctor was very impressed. They went ahead and removed the glue and some of the stitches, that kind of stuff. It just kind of came off, like he was able to peel it off on the back. On the front, that one's a little bit more tricky, so I have to wash it in the shower and then hope it comes off. I have to start peeling it off. And I'll be wearing probably nitrile gloves to do that, because I had a staph infection once a few years ago, and so I take a lot of that stuff really seriously, especially the under parts of your nails, right? So that's cool that one of those came off. They said that my scars look really good. My x-rays that I got taken today look really good. I will be uploading photos of that. It's interesting because the disc was collapsing on like one side. So instead of like destroying the sponginess that was left, he like propped it up and left the other discs to stay flexible, which is I think partly why I don't feel like, I knew that he was probably going to do that and just do the L5, but the way he did it was like he did part, like it's this, anyway, you'll see in the photo. It's interesting how it ended up looking. And when I was there, people came in and it was kind of like, it was just the doctor, and then there was like, I think a resident doctor that was there, and then I think maybe an intern. And I'm like, yes, this is what it feels like when it's like you've been a scoliosis patient so long with such a bizarre kind of medical history that people are brought in to look at your stuff because you're an example that's not found often, that they can learn from, and you're kind of sitting there both being like, yeah, I'm that hardcore, and also being like, man, I feel like a guinea pig. So I joked that I become a little bit more like Wolverine every time they add metal, and I do still kind of feel that way. And oh, that was the other place we went. We went to the Cal Ranch store, which is kind of this Western, and also just kind of like think like an ag gardening. There's pet stuff there. There's stuff for chickens if you raise chickens. So there's like feed, right? There's feed. But there's also a lot of clothing. So instead of us going to Bass Pro Shop, we go to Cal Ranch. And I was able to get a jacket. And this jacket was really cute. Of course, it's like this plaid color, right? It's like red, gray, black normalness that you'd see on like a lot of people. But I think it's really cute. It has this fuzzy stuff inside, and the tag for it, like the company's name is Wolverine, and I thought that was perfect. I was like, cool, like we're good. Universe got me. The universe is like, you know, you are more like Wolverine. I only wish I was that cool. It's not really a thing, but I'm pretty strong. And also that was the thing the doctor said. He was really impressed with my healing and recovery time. And he's just like, wow, you're a fast healer. And I'm like, well, I kind of think that maybe I've had some woo-woo help with that, and I'm not going there. I'm just thinking who I believe in, which is God. Thanking God that's been a thing. And anybody who's sent like any woo-woo stuff my way, any healing energy, any stuff that you've done, any prayers, any, happy thoughts, even if you don't believe in prayer, the supernatural, or any of that God blank, that just thank you, because it's been working. And it's been great. So I guess I just wanted to post a video and be like, yeah, the appointment went well. I was really kind of scared to get the stitches looked at and possibly removed, but it was fine. And I will only need to wear that brace that I have now, for 2 more weeks. And then after that, I will have some physical therapy. And the brace guy did originally say that I should come back. They have like a thin, very thin cloth kind of brace with like these straps that help pull back your shoulders more, so it like encourages you to continue to have good posture, which is important because even though, well, you'll see in the x-ray, even though I've been corrected for the most part, there's always that chance that I could start to go back to doing the thing that scoliosis people and we do, because we get all bent out of shape. I think it's official. There was this one thing that I always saw on like a scoliosis site, and I wish I could have bought it, which is like, I suffer from scoliosis, which means I have a case of chronic swagger. It's like, yeah, man, like my swagger is it's so out there. I just can't even help it. So yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. I'm unbelievably happy. I'm so happy it went well. And my doctor was it's been great. There's still some stuff with, like, we still haven't heard from the hospital, but the good news is that the billing information is showing up on my insurance, which is good, because that means they covered it. And it may not end up being as much as the initial estimate for my hospital stay, because I didn't stay the full amount they thought I would. In fact, I was discharged a few days early, so we'll see. We'll see. Just good thoughts on the repayment plan kind of stuff, because I did what I could for paying them, but this stuff's not cheap. In fact, just the hospital stay itself would have been $200,000, upwards of $200,000 had I not had insurance. So that's just the hospital bill. That's not your orthopedic surgeon, that's not your vascular surgeon, that's not anybody else who helped you during that time, or your brace, or the other things. By the way, my brace was covered by my insurance, so that's super awesome. That was very cool, because sometimes they really try and charge you through the nose for braces, and I don't know about prosthetics. Thank goodness I don't, but I don't know about that. Like, I wish I did, so I could tell you whether or not that's a thing with them too, because we tend to occupy a lot of the same office spaces. A lot of times you'll see braces and prosthetics and usually sharing office spaces. So yeah, woo. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm just here in Las Vegas, wandering around, enjoying living here and feeling more like it's home. So, Happy New Year, everybody, and I'm not going to hope it's going to be a good 2019. It's going to be a good 2019, because I want to make it so, quoting a famous captain. Anyway, bye everyone, love you.